This podcast is intended for adults 18 years and older. It contains explicit language and sexual situations. All thoughts and opinions expressed are of our own and not of those of any specific group, employer, or individual, and is not intended to take as professional advice.
Welcome to the Foreplay Podcast. Join the journey, experiences, and sexual adventures of two high school sweethearts navigating through the swinging lifestyle as millennials. Come along for the ride. Dare to play?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Foreplay Podcast. This is Bella.
This is Jase.
Today's episode is another First Time Files. If you are new here, First Time Files is a little series we do where we look back and reminisce on the first time we ever experienced something in the lifestyle.
So far, we have done our first experience ever and our first club experience.
Well, our first actual
Full
swap.
Yeah. And it's just fun. And me and Bella talked about this earlier. We said, should we go back and listen to our old podcast and then listen to that and then record this? And I feel like it's better if we just go off of the memories of what we felt from all those years ago. And then later, me and her will go back and re-listen to that podcast and see what changed or how we felt. Because I think also, looking back on an experience, you're going to remember things a little bit differently. But it also, I feel like, shapes how you are now. So I feel like it's a more accurate representation because of who I am now. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we're only talking about how we felt, not necessarily specific a play-by-play or how it progressed during, because that's been way too long now. 12 years?
It's
12
been
years
almost
ago?
12
Yeah.
years ago. And it was a threesome. And a threesome was our second lifestyle experience ever. We had a full swap in Las Vegas in the summer of 2014. We don't know exactly when this was, but it would have been, so I remember it being cold outside, so I'm guessing it was in the fall-ish time of 2014. And
so if we weren't clear already, this is our very first threesome experience. We're reminiscing on the first time we had a threesome.
And it's been 12 years, and we've had 3 threesomes. And the second one was also within 5 months of this. So in our lifestyle journey, we've had 1 threesome in the last 10 years, which is also...
No, we had one at Temptation.
Yeah.
That one wasn't 3 months after?
No,
3...
we've had 2 before this. We had one the first time at our club, and this one, and then one at Temptation.
Oh, I thought you were saying, never mind. But,
so we're not the most experienced threesome people in the world. We're much more full swap. The connection of couples and stuff, I feel like, is what we really love the most.
We've had a lot of threesome positions in 4 or more people.
Yeah, which we love.
Yeah, we're familiar. Well, we're pretty versed in the act of a threesome, but we don't seek out threesomes. Mm-hmm. So it's just not something that we do often because we prefer couples.
Yeah, but at this point we knew nothing.
Yeah, because we were just like, oh my gosh, we just wanted to try something else, and
yeah.
We'd already had a foursome, so you're like, oh, we should do a threesome.
Yeah. And so, first of all, how did we meet this girl? Adult Friend Finder. If you guys are new in your lifestyle journey, I don't think Adult Friend Finder is really even a thing anymore. Maybe it is. Adult Friend Finder was this sketchy looking website.
Sketchy as fuck. It was so weird.
Where I don't even think we had pictures. Did we even have?
No, I'm sure we had pictures. I don't think we had our faces, though. This is before. So 2014, late 2014. There wasn't Field, okay? There wasn't...
I mean, SCC and stuff was probably around, but we didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, there were... Because I know there was a C4P was one that we might have got on later. These are, ones that we started at towards the beginning of our journey. But... And... Back in 2014, there wasn't content creators like we are now teaching you guys and helping you out on your journey. It's all forums only.
Yeah.
And it's not only Reddit forums, okay? Because there wasn't that much information about that either. It was to me, I felt very underground, especially for our age. We were 22.
Yeah, and somehow this woman that we had this experience with was what, 24 maybe at the time? So we were really around the same age. And if you guys are in the lifestyle and you are people who have had threesome experiences, you know, threesomes with single women, they're called unicorns for a reason. There are so few when you think about the larger population of the lifestyle. And so threesomes are not like things that you see, I guess, as often as like full swaps and stuff in the lifestyle. The fact that we found a woman our age.
I don't know if that's true though. I think it's because we're not seeking it. I think that there are we have a lot of couple friends who have threesomes often,
I guess
but
that's true. I
it's
just feel
just
like I
we and the nights that we go are usually, well, I know single girls can come to events, but it's
I
just
just know
not
like
as
it's
often.
the I feel like all the time I hear the thing of we're really looking for a single girl, we can never find one. How do you find a single girl? We can never find a single girl. I just feel like that's one of the most common questions in the lifestyle. So maybe it just seems that way to me. But still, finding a 24-year-old single girl in Oklahoma that lived around us at this time
Who was
using adult friend
attractive,
finder
using-
who's
yeah.
like I don't and this was I literally, if my memory serves me correctly, we got on adult friend finder and found this girl like that weekend.
It was quick.
Like
I
2
don't know.
days.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that. And there wasn't much messaging,
We decided to go meet at Cheesecake Factory.
which is also funny because before our first full swap,
Oh yeah.
we also met at Cheesecake Factory.
Well, no. Well, our first,
sorry.
Jason and I, we had our own little date to talk about it at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
And then this time, and okay, we've never dated other people before. If you don't know about our lore, we've been together since we were 15 years old. We were each other's first everything. So when we're 15, we didn't even really date. You just kind of ask on AOL Instant Messenger, do you want to be my girlfriend? You know?
Yeah.
So then you
Go to the
see,
mall.
yeah, you go to the, and you see each other at school all the time. So, and I, growing up in a very strict Asian household, I wasn't allowed to even date or have a boyfriend until I was 18, but Jase is just around hanging out as my friend for like fucking 3 years. He'd go on vacations with us, but he was just my friend. Okay. So we had zero idea of what to do or how to court this like woman. So we're like, where do we go? Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Obviously, that's where else would you take it?
I'm
And
not gonna lie, I feel like I would. We've literally gone to the Cheesecake Factory again within the last 2 years with a couple in Austin.
yeah.
We still.
It's the move, guys.
Saving our
If you're
own
looking, like it's just a nice ambiance in there. Like it's great. It's a great. You know the thing about Cheesecake Factory that's so good. I feel like it's why we choose it. Their menu is so large that anybody can find something they like. If you want, like from all the way from pastas to burgers to salads to fish to Asian to anything,
Yep.
and it's all pretty decent.
Yes.
So that's what we feel like the Cheesecake Factory is so good because, and I'm sure that's what we said. Everyone can find something like a Cheesecake Factory, so this is why we should invite this girl to go there because obviously.
We are very logical.
Yes. And okay, so this before we got to Cheesecake Factory, and I mean I don't remember the messaging. I remember we meeting her online and saying we should meet at the Cheesecake Factory. It was close to both of us.
Yep.
That's it. But I don't know if you remember this. At this time, I was very new to contact lenses.
I do remember
And
this.
I didn't know how to put contact lenses in very well. I'd only done it a couple times at this point in my life.
And you didn't do it yourself either.
But you didn't do it for me yet either. Like, you did it like one time. You're like, I didn't know how to get them in my eyes. This night, I spent 45 minutes and got one contact in. And then we had to leave in 10 minutes. And my face hurts, my eyes hurts, the red,
no.
all of that. And I was so frustrated. And I couldn't get my contacts in. And to this day, this is still the only experience I've ever had with anyone else besides Bella that I've been wearing glasses. I had to take the one contact out, which took the last 10 minutes for me to get it back out, to get my contact out. And so I wore glasses to go to Cheesecake Factory, which I don't like having play experiences in glasses because they get so smudged. And even when me and Bella fuck, my glasses...
Wait, that's not true because you... Did you fuck the first couple in contacts? No, because we had.
Oh,
we
you
had
know what? I
black-
guess I could have. So I've had 2 experiences in glasses then.
Yeah.
This would have been the 2. This was the second one. Since then, I can't put contacts in now. Very fast by myself, by the way. But yeah, at the time, I was so like, I hate it because if you wear glasses and you fucked and you need glasses like really to see, and they get smudged, it's so annoying. And you know what you have whenever you're naked to clean it off with? Nothing. No shirt, no nothing to clean it off with.
I know, and the sheets and stuff are all scratchy. You don't want to.
So, I don't know. It doesn't really add that much to this story.
No, it's just funny.
But
I
it's
do
just,
remember that.
I remember like feeling so like frustrated. Like I spent 45 minutes. I can't get my contacts in. My face hurts from trying to keep my eyes open and poking them over and over. And that's like how this date night started. You know, I was so nervous that I was going to come really fast that I watched a porn like 3 hours before the experience and came.
Right.
So that I was made sure I wouldn't be too horny.
I do remember watching a lot of porn together,
Yeah.
trying to practice, or like get ready, or be the best we could be. We've never done anything like this before. We were very nervous.
He was actually so cute that I think about the last threesome we had was with a girl, and it was her first time she'd ever played like as a single girl. And the night before, we'd kind of like been talking about this happening, and then we were at a resort, and the next day we had a threesome with her, and she said that she watched unicorn porn because she didn't know
She's
all the
so
best. It was just so
sweet.
sweet. But yeah, we did also watch porn like that, so we could kind of get an idea of positions and all that stuff. But
And if you want to hear the play-by-play of this experience, we do have the full experience talked about on one of the earlier episodes of this podcast. And we've been doing this podcast since 2020. So it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, almost 6 years since we've been doing this.
And Jase will link it in the,
I'll
in the
link
show
it down
notes,
below.
so then you guys can listen to it afterwards. So we go to Cheesecake Factory. I remember being nervous. I remember it actually going pretty well. Like our conversations, it was
flowed
pretty
easily.
easy.
I feel like the attraction was there between all of us. Like I said, we didn't really know. We didn't have face pictures of us. I don't remember face pictures of her. I literally don't remember, how all
she
the
was
online
brunette.
stuff. Yeah, I don't remember how all the online stuff went. I don't remember if we knew what her face looked like before. I don't know.
I'm sure we did. I bet that once we exchanged numbers, we sent an actual
Picture?
picture. Because
Yeah.
how would we have known what each other looked like when
I
we
don't know.
got
Maybe we
there?
just grabbed her outfit was. Of the redhead with the white t-shirt. I literally don't remember
I
for
don't
sure.
think we did that. I do think that we...
Well, let's listen back to the podcast
I know,
and see
we'll
what we
have
said.
to
See.
But I remember being able to joke really easily with each other. And our personalities were pretty similar. And I do remember we were talking about cruises. Like we love cruises for forever. And I remember her saying that she was on the poop cruise. Or either her friend was on the poop cruise.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, we had this was when we actually got back to our place, but it might have been after we even had sex, but I do remember talking about cruises and then her saying that either she was on it, I'm pretty sure she said she was on it, or someone she knew or her family members were on that Carnival cruise that had like the sewage problem and called
The
it
documentary.
yeah, which we've never seen. We should
Wow.
watch that documentary.
We should watch that.
So that's the one thing I remember from her. Not one thing, but one big thing I remember is the poop cruise.
It's so funny. I have no recollection of that conversation. And the other thing that we talked about, we were like, do you pay for her?
Right.
She's like a single girl, so this isn't a couple, right? If you go on a date with a couple, then the couple pays, obviously, for like you're paying for your own meal. But what do you do when it's a? And
Did we pay? I don't remember what we did.
I believe we did.
And yeah, we had no money. Like we were just students. Like
Yeah, we were still
living
students at
off
the time.
like student loans.
Yeah. So we paid interest on that meal. But yeah, it all went smooth, and we said, "Hey, do you want to come back to our place?"
And we lived very close to the Cheesecake Factory. I
Yeah,
think within
five
within
to 10 minutes with maybe traffic. Yeah, it was close.
And so we come back, we drink some.
We don't know how to start a threesome. None of us.
No, and this is before we had our game and everything. Like, y'all, we make it real easy for you guys now. Okay? Like, we had no idea what we were doing.
We put porn on the TV I believe, in our living room. We had a small ass TV, and the living room was huge. Like the TV was so fucking
Living room
far
wasn't
away.
huge. It was just in comparison to the
Comparison
TV.
to the TV, it was huge. And we kind of started, I guess, in the living room on, I guess it's a couch with a futon. Is that what that is?
No, it's like an
L-shaped
yeah,
couch?
the Chase.
A chase.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. But we just were like, let's just have a shot. And like all of us wanted to start fucking. We just didn't know how. And I said, I don't remember exactly how it started. It was one of us making out with somebody. But the part in the living room that has the most feeling to me that I want to bring up, and I'm curious to how you feel about it or how you felt, was, so at some point we're making out, we're kissing, and we're doing oral on each other. And then you say, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. You two just stay. You guys just keep doing whatever. I need to use the restroom. And that feeling was so foreign and crazy and strange to me because I felt this nervousness in a sense because you weren't there anymore. And like, I knew I wasn't doing anything bad, but I was like, but you're not here. And it's like, I know she said it's okay, but is it okay? And it was like that first, like really new in the lifestyle feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And you went to the bathroom and I was like, you're only gone for what, a minute? But I was like, I don't know. Do I enjoy this or I just felt so.
It was just foreign.
Yeah, foreign. And like, it's not like it wasn't fun, but like I said, I knew you told me, you're like, oh, just keep doing stuff. Like, I'll be right back. But it almost felt like.
I didn't think it twice of
Should
it.
I know. I said it
Yeah.
wasn't. And like, should I be like.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to think back because now, I mean, all the time, like in an orgy or whatever, we're not in the same room. Like, you know, like.
Well, our first experience, you guys were in the same room together making out. I know you weren't fucking.
Yeah, but this was like the
or
first
even,
time, like
being
it
there.
was
Yeah.
like oral. Like this was doing sexual acts, you
Yeah,
know? And so
yeah.
it felt so.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because that's something that's so clearly ingrained in me.
This podcast is brought to you by us, Bella and Jase. If you're going on a vacation or maybe you have a gift that you want to give your other lifestyle friends and you're looking for lifestyle clothing, we have the best apparel on the market for you. We have not only clothing, bikinis, swimsuits, we have backpacks, tumblers, cups, anything that you can name, we probably have it. You can find that at foreplay.com/shop.
Let's say you're at a party, you're going on vacation, you know, things are moving a little bit slow. Maybe you want some conversation to flow. Maybe you want to move stuff towards play. Well, we have the perfect game for you. It's called Foreplay the Game. It is a digital and physical lifestyle icebreaker game, and you can find out all about it at foreplay.com/games. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com/games.
If you don't have a lifestyle vacation planned, a resort or a cruise planned, why not? You can join us. You can find that at foreplay.com/playcation. We have not only information about the events and trips that we'll be on this year, but also other options for you as well. And it doesn't cost any extra for you to book through our links, but helps us a lot, helps us continue to be able to make this type of content for you. Now back to the show.
The other funny part is how we finally ended up actually starting to fuck was we moved to our bedroom. We migrated there at some point, and she went to the restroom, and we were like, we're still not fucking. Like, I don't know what to do. I was like, maybe we should just start fucking. So then me and you start fucking while she's in the bathroom, and then when she comes out, she joins, and then
That's a good way to
I
go
fucked
about
her,
it, yeah.
and then and you guys did stuff, and that's how it ended up all like kind of going down. It's so funny to think how, yes, the game helps and things like that make it very easy, but also just how much more, like as you're long in the lifestyle, how much easier it is just the mentality of all of it. Like so much time we don't even play our game because it just kind of happens so quickly. Or someone's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it depends on who you're with, though. So people who are pretty experienced in the lifestyle, you don't really need. There's some couples that we've played with where they don't even like, they just want to get down to it. So it's all just depends on the experience.
Yeah, or so you said like, should we start? Then you'll have like one person who's like, I'll take my clothes off, and then it just kind of moves that way. But I can't remember if she had other experience like this before, or this was her first time doing stuff with a couple. But we were all very new in this whole world of, I guess, swinging. And the other really crazy part of it was came on you and her faces together. And that was the first time I had ever come on someone else or come with someone else. And it's
That's
still
where it all started.
it's
Still your favorite thing to do, right? Or a favorite way to finish?
Yeah, I do love a double blowjob and coming on you and another girl together. Or more. But I still have like that image, like of what our carpet looked like and where our bed was and where we were standing in the room, like still ingrained the most out of almost anything I experienced.
I remember having like our overhead lights on. We didn't have lamps or sexy lighting at this point. This was like, I don't know, from monogamous shows and just like hearing about monogamous sex, right? How there's usually like you don't want much lighting.
Yeah, no, we full on.
Yeah, it was like bright
didn't
overhead
bother
lighting.
any of
It didn't.
us.
No, I like to see. I
Me
want to
too.
see what's up.
Me too, but it could have been more dim.
It could have been
looking
more dim,
back.
yeah.
Dim is sexy.
Dim is
like
a lot
when you
sexier.
can see,
Yeah.
but you can't see everything.
Yeah.
I feel like can be like sexy, but
I wonder
was
if
an
she thought
awesome-
anything about it. I wonder what she's up to these days and how
too.
she felt about it. I don't think it could have really gone any better. I mean,
we all had fun. We never met up with her again. I don't know why. I don't remember. Like we moved not too long
Right,
after that.
yeah,
Like
we did move.
I'm actually guessing now that I think about it, this was probably around Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because that's probably why we had time off, and that's why we were able to do this because school was really
That's
intense and
true,
busy for
yeah.
us. And then we went back to school, and then we moved once we graduated the next year, and it was intense the rest of that time of just a lot of school stuff going on. So it probably was
And our
around
wedding,
Thanksgiving or
yeah.
when then we got married right after that. So that was most of our time was spent doing that kind of stuff. But I agree, it was a great first experience for like a threesome, and I believe it was for her too. Like we all seemed
Yeah,
to
I
really
mean, I
have
don't
a
know.
good
Yeah.
time. We all talked about hanging out again, like I said, just never ended up happening. But
so this at the end is a funny thing that happened.
oh,
Afterwards, we were talking just about life and things. And then we ended up talking about like our past and how we grew up. And then we ended up growing up in the same city. And then we kind of kept talking. And then we realized that we think we actually knew her from before. And so it's such a small, well, Jase knew her. Well, or Jase like knew of her or something. It was a very small world, and somehow like I don't think that she knew us, but we ended up not going. We didn't keep talking about it because we were like, maybe this is gonna get a little weird. So we
Yeah.
all three were like, we should probably. Well, I mean, afterwards, Jason and I talked
Yeah.
about it, but together we were like, we should probably not get any deeper than this.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know where it was gonna go. We were like,
Yeah.
wait, this is a little too close to.
yeah, but that was definitely made it more interesting, especially I think to find out kind of like afterwards, like what an interesting
Yeah.
small town world type thing.
That's happened again with, well, we never played with this couple, but we exchanged phone numbers on one of the cruises, and Jason and I still have our phone numbers from back when we were kids, and we had the same area code as this other woman, and we were like,
Yeah.
you're from Oklahoma, and she's like, yeah, and then we
Yeah.
ended up going to the same high school.
Yeah, we went to the same high school, but she graduated
Before
4
us.
years before us because we wanted to see if we had a yearbook.
Yeah.
But the yearbook would have been like 1 year off. She would have graduated the year before we got to high school, and so but it would have been funny.
It would have been so funny.
Yeah. But it really was a really great experience, and I just find myself smiling thinking back about
Yeah.
how like fresh and new we were and the lack of knowledge,
But it still
but still was
went
just
really well, and
it did.
And I don't know how we could have really done it any better.
No,
We
I
were-
agree, but it's just
yeah.
I remember that feeling of like I said, just like I'm smiling thinking about like how nervous I was that you went to pee for a second.
Oh yeah.
Like now, like every time that I'm just like, hey, you should go pee because I don't want you to get a UTI.
yeah.
Like it's like those kinds of things that, or even the getting started, like how long that took. I swear it was like
I know.
45 minutes to an
We're
hour.
like, what do we do? What do we do? How do we
Because
do
none
this?
of us, yeah, and so it makes me smile to think back like how far we've come in our journey and to
Little
think
baby
about
swingers.
yeah, like this experience literally was like over a decade ago.
I know. Yeah.
That's crazy. That was like 33% of our life ago. This story happened. Like that's absolutely crazy. But it was so much fun, and clearly we enjoyed it. And then this is when afterwards we went to Colette, a few months later we went to Colette, and then that's somehow how we had that crazy experience. We had a threesome and a foursome in one night.
Oh, and after, I do remember talking about, did we like a threesome versus a foursome? Because at this point we've had one of each.
Yeah.
And
We're professionals.
and I remember not really liking the threesome near as much.
I also didn't like the threesome as
Yeah.
much. And I said, I still do when it just everything is firing on all cylinders and it works and there's just that. We always talk about like those really great connections. The threesome that we've had since then, it was such a good three-way connection. Like I feel like it was such a great connection that it just kind of worked out. And like we've talked about, and there's other threesomes that have almost happened that I feel like would happen, but it's always for us like when threesomes happen, it's like when that connection is just so like there between the three of us. But clearly I guess that isn't like an all the time thing. And we still feel like we just I don't know, couples or groups of couples are, I feel like
You just end up getting the best of both worlds in that sense. And
we do so much threesome stuff in
yeah.
couple stuff, and even lots of time that we've had a lot of experiences too where there's been single girls, but it's been like in an orgy where it'll be two guys and three girls, or I don't know, whatever that is. And so we've had a lot of experiences like where we've had threesomes in larger groups or stuff like that, but not that many that have just been sheerly just a threesome.
We still haven't ever done an MFM. We almost did once and it ended up not working out. But that's something I think I'd still at least like to try, like to experience.
Yeah, but once again, it's just so, I feel like we just end up finding those connections with couples. For us, it just seems to like when we find those really great connections, I feel like it's normally with couples, but we're normally around couples. Like, I don't even know, we don't go seeking out singles, right? We just normally meet couples because we don't really go to clubs that often. And if we do, it's a Saturday, which is generally couples only or single girls, or on cruises, which is generally couples only.
Truly, it's a lot just more effort, I think.
And also at the end of the day, I feel like so much of the time, if we have like a single friend that we're really interested in, a lot of time I feel like we just like, hey, you should come to this orgy because you also like these people.
Exactly.
And it's just more people, and the more the merrier. Like, I feel like if there was a threesome of a guy or a girl that we really wanted to have, I still feel like for us personally, if that person was comfortable in an orgy, I would rather have an orgy with them and more friends than just a threesome, whether that's a girl or a guy. Like, I just feel like that would be my preference. Yeah, but I feel like for a long time we've been kind of like the more the merrier type.
Yeah, we'll have
People-
a lot of the times we'll meet a couple, and if there's a four-way connection, then we'll have a foursome together with just that one couple, and then future play usually is with more people
You get to add to the orgy roster.
Yeah. Oh my god, the orgy
just
roster is
just
so
kidding.
funny.
But yeah, there's also a thing about like, and there's definitely lots of couples we've had experiences for the first time with in an orgy.
Yeah.
But then there's lots of couples I feel like after we have a first experience, the next experience is with an orgy. It just all depends. It's all just like the feeling, right? It's just all the...
I wonder if we're in the
vibe.
minority there. I wonder if most people really enjoy more only having where you completely only focus on either one single person or one couple, or do more people prefer orgies?
I don't know. And the other thing that I think about when I think about threesomes versus foursomes is I really like when kind of everyone is involved in a way, in the sense of a lot of time when you have an orgy, like maybe I'm fucking you and you're sucking this guy's dick, but then the girl is also making out with me, or it's like everyone's kind of interconnected. And with threesomes, I mean, I guess with like, but me not being bi, I guess with a male threesome, it's more like the positions are, I guess, not as involved as like a girl threesome.
Yeah. But I'd still like to experience it.
Yeah. But I just think that's why, like I said, we've had like really great MFM experiences in foursomes.
Yeah. I think I would probably, well, I don't know. My thought without actually experiencing it is I think I would get a little not bored, but being bi, I do like having kind of more things I could be doing.
Yeah.
Like just like basically more options. So I wonder in a MFM if I would find myself thinking, oh yeah, this is really fun, but I do wish another girl was here.
Probably, because I mean, I think even in threesomes, we're like, I wish another guy was here.
Yeah. Although the one MFM experience that I had within an orgy was with two guys when I was sucking both of them and they were making out, and that was really fun. But obviously they were
But you've had a
bi.
lot of MFN experiences.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like that one was bi. That's when everybody was in. You know, that's the only time that it was a like what a FMF would be for you. That's what it was with me and them.
Yeah, and like
But
I
you
think
weren't
that
fucking,
that's
but-
like, I feel like if I was bi, then an MFM would probably be also like, I guess, even more fun. Just like a, I guess a,
It would if you were bi, it would be equally as fun. I do think actually now having more of like having one bi guy experience, I would want to seek that out more so than FMF
why?
because maybe because it's new then.
That's my guess. Is
Yeah,
it's
maybe
just
it's
like,
just like a
because like, oh, that was like so crazy and different. But I feel
Yeah.
like to me, it would almost feel like the same exact thing, but just flipped, which I feel like it would still be, I feel like you'd want a girl.
No, I think that I don't, because whenever there's an FMF, I'm not like, oh, I wish there was a guy here. I'm enjoying the experience, the three that we've had. You know, like it's not like I'm like, oh, I wish there was a guy here.
But you
I do
don't-
think it would be fun with a guy there, but I'm thinking if it was two
But-
straight guys and me, because you guys can't do anything with each other, I'd be like, oh, I wish there was another girl here. So that's what I'm saying. I think because with a FMF, everybody is doing stuff with everybody. If you were bi an MFM, you guys, all three of us would be doing stuff with each other too.
Yeah, so that's why I guess like in our case, FMFs, there's just more involvement.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If
so
there-
that's
if
like,
you were
which is like
bi-
more fun, I guess, just because more people are involved, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if it was the other way around, like if it was two straight guys and me, then I feel like I would want another woman there because it would be more involved.
Yeah.
However, if you were bi and it was two bi guys and me, it would feel the same as if it was two girls and you.
Yeah. But see, that's why just orgies are so fun.
Yeah.
And having those positions. Like I said, we've had a lot of experiences doing MFM stuff in orgies. And it's always fun. And same with the other one, FMF stuff. But then we move into a different position or we move into a full swap with this couple. Or like, I just like that. I like the movement of it and the changing of the groupings and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we've really went on a tangent on that. But is there anything else that our feelings or anything that you want to add to it? I feel like I kind of felt or explained all the stuff that I was like feeling during those moments and the after feelings and all that kind of stuff. But what about you? Anything else?
No,
from the
yeah,
experience
I
you
think
wanna
it,
add?
just like in general, just talking about threesomes and kind of reminiscing and just exploring that was fun to talk about. So.
I agree, but I guess since that story's over, we can jump into Bella and Jase's.
It was not really a story, but now that
Yeah, what do you call that?
segment,
Segment.
that podcast,
That
first time
reminiscing?
files is over.
Yeah. Well, now we'll jump into Bella and Jase's weekly obsessions. Would you like to go first or second?
You can go first.
I have two. These are both movies. They at the time of filming this, this podcast will be released a little bit later than it was filmed because of moving. But I have two obsession of movies that have semi recently come out, and Ready or Not 2 is incredible. I loved Ready or Not 2. I loved Ready or Not 1, and I don't know, how do should I explain what it's about? Will that give too much away?
I think go into it blind, but
Okay.
you can. I think that you should give the genre.
It's like I would say it's a
dark comedy.
a dark comedy. Yeah, that's good. A dark comedy thriller
Yeah.
type movie. It's
Horror, too.
Yeah, horror. It's Samara Weaving is the main girl in both of them, and I love everything Samara Weaving is in that I've ever seen. And we watched the first one a couple years ago. I don't know how we didn't hear it. It's like it came out like in 2019, so I don't even know how we waited that long to see it. I just feel like I never heard of it. But the second one to me was, I think it was just as good. You said you thought it wasn't quite as good because there's a similar premise, and so knowing the premise made it a little bit less fun, if I remember correctly.
I liked the big reveal of everything that was going on in the very first one. So
Which I think that makes sense to me.
first one I give a 4.5. Second one I give a 4.
But I'm very pleased with how much they were able to take a similar premise and make it feel fun and exciting and new to me.
And they added more too. It wasn't only that. So
Yeah, it's like they were able to have that same premise but change it. You know,
I feel
it's
like
the
they just added more to it.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? I don't even know.
mean,
If that-
that's what I was going for if I didn't
Got
say
it, got
that. But that's one. The other one is a movie called Forbidden Fruits.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
I am so obsessed with this movie. It's like if Mean Girls and Bottoms had a baby.
No, because you need to add the whole kind of creepy element to it. So I thought it was more like the book Bunny by
Yeah.
Mona Awad, which is kind of like the Veronicas, if you've seen that movie. So it's kind of like Veronicas, Mean Girls, and Bottoms.
Had a threesome and produced this child. They had an MFM or an FFM and had this child. But this movie, the comedy is so specific. It's a very internet-based humor, and I think it's the kind of thing that if you think that comedy in Bottoms is funny and you like Mean Girls, that kind of vibe.
Or
and
Jennifer's Body.
Or Jennifer's Body. I said, or you like Bunny, the book. Then I think you will really enjoy this movie. I loved it. I also say going in completely blind made it so much more fun. I had no clue what this movie was about, and I was like, oh, I like this cast a lot. We should just go and see it. And I left. I just haven't stopped thinking about it. I just keep smiling, and I think it was cast perfect, and I just loved it. Specifically, one of the characters, whose name is Cherry,
Yeah.
is one of my favorite characters in any movie of all time. And the
too.
girl who plays her is from You. She played Quinn. Is her name in You?
Quinn Love, yeah.
Quinn Love, yeah. And
Or Love Quinn.
Love Quinn.
They
That
called
girl,
her Love,
she was
yeah.
incredible. And in this role, I just thought it was such a fun casting and such a fun role. And so, Forbidden Fruits, I would highly recommend watching. If you like what we explained. But let's go ahead and jump into what yours are.
My first obsession is a little healthy snack. And it's making cinnamon roll-esque little dessert with rice paper, bananas, an egg, a little bit of milk, and cinnamon. And I'll use stevia or a monk fruit sweetener. And it's been really good. It's been getting that craving for us. I love cinnamon rolls. I don't know what happened, but within the last 5 years, cinnamon rolls have become my favorite dessert ever now. I just love a cinnamon roll, but it has to be a good cinnamon roll. Like, it has to be soft and gooey and not the hard kind.
Yeah.
With the
That you can make a really shitty cinnamon roll.
most cinnamon rolls are shitty.
Yeah. But
And-
great ones are really
yeah.
great. I agree.
Like a Cinnabon cinnamon roll is I would say like mid. Like that's like
Yeah,
okay.
5.
And then most cinnamon rolls are way worse than that because they're all hard and the icing is not soft.
And the ones if you get from Pillsbury to like make at home, I feel like those are never good.
Yeah,
I
and I'm
feel like
not a baker, so I don't make it.
It would
at
be
home.
fun sometime to like actually hand make some because I bet they're really good if we like actually took
Yeah.
the time and like made some or maybe
Doesn't
I can
look
make
very
you some for
hard
your
either.
birthday or something sometime. That could be kind of fun.
Yeah, with birthday cake. Ooh, you could put like make a funfetti cinnamon roll.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we can do that. But with this little healthy version, and it's a lot easier because you just put an egg, and you whisk the egg up, and then you put a little dash of milk, and then you put your cinnamon and a little bit of salt. So that's your mixture. You're going to take your rice paper, you're going to use that egg mixture to wet it. And then you mash up bananas, and then that's your cinnamon filling. So you also put cinnamon in there. And then you roll it up, and then you put it in the air fryer at 375 for about 10 minutes. And the egg mixture with the rice paper crisps it up. And it's been really good. And I've also really been liking, actually, because I got lazy and I didn't want to put it in the air fryer or mash it up. So all I did was cut a banana. Or, well, I didn't even cut it. I opened the banana and I flattened it a little bit just so it was straight. And then I rolled it in the rice paper, just wet rice paper with water with a little bit of peanut butter inside of it. So imagine like a summer roll, but it was just a banana. A banana with peanut butter and cinnamon.
Did you air fry it?
I didn't.
Oh, you air fried it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
And
That's kinda
so
fun.
it was kind of like a mochi texture. It's really good. Now I'm craving it, so I kind of want to make another one right after this.
Nice.
So that's my first obsession. And then my second obsession is this YouTube channel. And honestly, it's pretty depressing, but it's very eye-opening and you learn a lot. And it is a channel that interviews survivors of lots of trauma. So it's trauma from all different walks of life. I first found out about it from they had one about an Epstein survivor, and so that's how I found out about the channel. And then I've just gone down and just watched so many of them. Sometimes I'll go. Jase and I will watch YouTube together, and I'll have things saved on our like on my watch later, and he'll I was scrolling through and he was like, "Your watch later is so sad and depressing," and it is sad, but it's so eye opening. It makes me. I like to learn about, human nature and just people's lives and people's stories, and hearing survivor stories I think is very, hopeful and uplifting, and it makes me feel it's like so grateful for what we have.
I think 100%.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's it called? I don't think you said what it was
I'm
called.
sorry. This whole time. Soft White Underbelly is the YouTube channel.
It's funny because your watch later
it's
is so
just
funny.
The title is sad.
But you'll have this picture, then the title sat, and next to it, it's like 2 hours of Animal Crossing music, relaxation music,
it's
and
like
then
Pocopia, and then it's like a reader booktuber, and then
a music video.
Yep.
And then another.
I have a vast variety of interests.
But thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. We really had fun. I always say I love going back and reminiscing and like seeing how we felt about certain things. And I would highly recommend if you're on your lifestyle journey, think back to some of those earlier stories that you kind of don't always talk about, and talk about them together, because it's fun just to think about like how you felt and what things have changed, what things are the same. And it's fun to relive with your partner. So you don't have to record it, obviously, but it's fun to do. And every time, like, these are the kind of conversations that me and Bella just have all the time. And it's fun to do. So we'd highly recommend that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast, and we'll go ahead and hit you with the outro. Bye.
If you'd like to support the show, you can leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening to our podcast. All our information will be listed in the show notes below and on our website, fourplay.com. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we make videos and vlogs about the swinging lifestyle. Head to fourplay.com/YouTube to watch and subscribe. We have the ultimate adult party game for the sexually inclined called Foreplay the Game that's both digital and physical. It's perfect for breaking the ice and spicing up any party. You can find more information at foreplay.com/games. We also have the best swinger lifestyle, kinky, and adult humor clothing and accessories that you can find at foreplay.com/shop. If you're looking to plan a lifestyle destination, booking through our links at foreplay.com/travel really helps support the show and helps us be able to continue to create this type of content for you. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and more. You can find all our current social media accounts at foreplay.com/socials, and I have an OnlyFans, which you can find at onlyfans.com/BellaLunaVIP. We also have a Facebook group and Discord community and would love for you to join us. You can find the direct links in the show notes below. Lastly, we're on STC and Cassidy at Foreplay, and you can get a free full membership trial by using our link. You can email us at hello@foreplay.com with any questions or comments, or head to foreplay.com/ask. Again, all our information will be listed in the show notes below, and we thank you so much for listening to our podcast. See you in the next one. Bye!